Ladies and gents, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Potato. This is Factorio Undefeatable. And in the last episode, we successfully remedied our catastrophic lack of iron, actually, which is really, really great. I mean, we're not really out of the woods yet, so to speak, but mostly we are, I would say. Like, we went from a catastrophically bad situation to a situation that is, you know, is bad, but it's not the end of the world, you know? So all we really need to do is build a couple more iron mines, head down to the place where we're currently placing down the iron mines, and we should be pretty much fine. I'm so confident that I'm gonna reconnect up the iron lines, which were disconnected in the last episode, so that we could manually take off iron that we needed. But as it turns out, I'm fairly confident that that we're gonna have enough iron to resume production, which is really, really nice. Something was destroyed, don't really care, it doesn't really matter. We're still getting iron coming in, which is, you know, it's fine. There's no big deal. It's not loads of iron, but it's enough iron, I think. We're also probably gonna need to get more trains. Like, we can get one more train, I think. One more train would be ideal. If we could get just one more. Yeah, just one more down, I think, would be fantastic. We do not have anywhere near enough coal on any of these trains, but, you know, I don't really care. Doesn't really particularly matter. Oh, can I get in? Oh, I couldn't get in the train. That's annoying. I guess I'll take the manual train. Do we have any wood on us? I think I saw some wood. Yes. It's not great to have to use up a little bit of wood to take the train, but again, it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. Let me just make sure that everything is going according to plan. We're getting pretty much a full belt of iron coming down here, which is actually somewhat reassuring, because I thought that we'd get a lot less iron coming down here, but I guess a full belt of iron is literally the best case scenario, actually. Like, can't really ask for a better situation than that. I mean, there are a lot of resources here, but you know, we're not getting that much iron, but we're loading the trains pretty much as fast as possible. Now, something that we could do to modify this whole setup, as in load more stuff into the train at once, is that we could set up a system that allows us to load from both sides, and that's actually stop. Shit. That's actually really bad. I did not mean to pick that up. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I meant to pick up. No! Fuck's sake. God damn, I did it again. Let me get rid of that stuff, and nickel, galena. Yes, all of that. God damn. How could I fuck that up? Yeah. Yep. Yup. And now we need a second row, again, just for good measure. We should come out with one spare. Indeed we do. That's fantastic. Give me a little bit of steel chestage to 312. I think that should be enough. My bad maths. Oh well, we had spare chests sticking around anyway. I'm kind of just content to let this train load up as we go through the setup procedures. No idea why. I'm okay with that. I just am. Something's being attacked. That's actually a really sensitive area, so we should probably go and rectify that. We've got a little bit more ammo that we can put into guns in this episode, because in the last episode we had ammo that we put into the guns, but it wasn't enough to really secure things. Okay, move that across. Move that across. Move that across, and there. Bingo. Now we are talking. Alright, let's get the bunch of splitters that we just built. That's a lot of splitterage. Is it going to be enough, though? I'm pretty confident there's going to be enough. There we go. There we go. And then one more? In fact, yeah, that's pretty darn perfect, actually. So, we're going to be splitting Ooh, actually, we could make this look a whole heck of a lot better if we just move this across by 1. Oh, for fuck's sake. Really? It was even it was highlighted on the fucking... Oh my god, whatever. Whatever. I'll actually keep the coal for now. Because I kind of like it. Yeah, pick that up. So if we move this over by 1, I mean, it looks horrifically unsymmetrical, but at the same time, it gives us the ability to do this. Wait. No, wrong way around. This. There we go. Which then, I should be able to just build the rest of this belt out. Which then means that we can do something a little bit creative. And we can make this look nice and fancy, right? So this goes round here like that. This goes round here like that. This goes the other way. And then you go in there. Great. Okay, so all we need to do now... excuse me. Goodness me. All we need to do now is work out a system that splits all of the inputs here and sends it out to this side here. I mean, it's not perfect. It's not supposed to be perfect. It's just a rough way of sorting this whole thing out. What I'm actually going to do is I'm actually just going to combine this onto one belt. Since there's not much coal coming in here from this side anyway, we can probably get away with combining that into one belt. Ideally, if we could get away with combining it onto one belt through the use of a splitter, then that would be even better. Same with over here. If we can combine to a splitter, I mean, we don't even have to have... We don't even have to do this. We can do something else. I am going to need a little bit more iron to make this work, unfortunately. So let's turn you onto automatic. And actually, I'll hop out and take my own train round if that's okay. Because it might take a little bit too long. Okay, get in here. Trust me, I've got a great idea. It's going to work. It's going to work. And it should mean that we get double the bang for the buck from our train area. Okay, hop out, zoom out so that we can reach for the furthest possible distance. Is there any stuff in chests at the moment? There's nothing in chests. I mean, that worries me. There's not been as much iron as I'd have liked coming through. But it's okay. I'm not concerned. Need a couple splitters, need a little bit of belt. I'll take a little bit of belt for good measure. And let's head back. Yeah, I think that should be more than enough to make my plans work. I mean, they are somewhat complicated, but not really. Not in comparison to, like, you know, anything of significance. Let's reverse a little bit. Go forwards. There we go. And round and away. Why was there even a train there? I have no idea. Also, what's under attack? Is it still that area down there? We could probably go and fix that, actually. Cannot be mined? Well, just, you know, mine it, dude. Come on. Let's pick up the car, and then let's stick it down over here so that I can get in it. Oh, we had another car on us, apparently? Oh, well, that's cool. Okay, and let's drive there, because I cannot be fucked walking. Walking is for schmucks. Walking is for schmucks. Okay, so where is the action happening? It's down here, apparently. Alright, well, we should have more than enough gun turrets to just replace all of the gun turrets that were destroyed. And maybe get like a few more. Yep, 29 in there, 29 in there. Half of 100. Half of 50. 50 in there. And 50 in there. Yeah, I think that's pretty reasonable, to be honest. And we'll give you 25 as well. Alright, perfect. Let's go back up here and finish what we started. So there is a full belt of iron, which is really great. Okay, that is super weird. Very, very weird indeed. Well, at least we've now got a full carriage of things, so it works, I guess. Okay, so we're gonna split you, and we're also gonna split you. And you are gonna come... Oh, for fuck's sake. No, we're gonna take this back a little bit. For fuck's sake, we're gonna have to upgrade it as well. Shit, we need iron gears. Oh, God. Which means we need more iron than we currently have. Oh, piss. Piss, 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 piss. This is the plan that I had, right? So that goes there. You know, I guess we can make it work on like one belt. Like that's fine. All we need to do is just move this across here and then move this into here. I mean, I was gonna do it with 2 belts, but I guess 1 belt works fine too. It's a pretty horrific system though. Like, not ideal. But it does work, I guess. If we could upgrade that splitter, it would be even better, but unfortunately we just can't. I mean, what we could do, actually, is we could place down an electric furnace and smelt some of our own iron up. I mean, there's loads of iron around here, so we might as well. And that would make this... What the f... For fuck's sake. Really? How... Dear God. Fuck me. Fuck that piece of track right there. Jesus Christ. Fucking hell. Yeah, get rid of all this. Get rid of all this. Get rid of this all. Fuck. And fuck that piece of track in particular. And then place it back down. Alright, now finally we should be able to get the next train in. God damn, I cannot believe how unbelievably difficult that was. That really shouldn't have been as difficult as it was. But now we should pretty much have double the load, right? Where's the train with just 2 carriages? There is a train that's coming around here with just 2 carriages. I guarantee you, there is a train that's gonna come around with just 2 stinking carriages. It's gonna look fucking stupid. Give me a little bit of fuel. A little bit of petrol. A little bit of gasoline. A little bit of coal. Doesn't sound quite the same when you say a little bit of coal, but alright. Okay, so that's pretty much meant that we've got double the load on the train. Ideally, that's what should happen. I mean, it's kind of dependent on a bunch of factors. And what I'd also like to do is I'd like to lay a second iron belt, actually. Which I kind of didn't feel the need for up until now. Like, there's a lot of stuff that's happening. Put that down there. Get that in there. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that is happening. And there's a lot of iron that needs to be moved, ideally. And so the best way to do that is double the amount of iron that we're having shipped to the station. Question is though, do we have anywhere near enough belt? Answer to that question? We might. We might. I don't know. Yeah. Ish, as it turns out, is the correct response. I mean, this whole area could really benefit from just being sped up like so much. Like it really could do with just a good old speed boost. Where's the car? Can I just get in the car and drive back? I mean, we're not getting enough iron, right? I think that's you know, bloody obvious, really, isn't it? And that's unfortunate. That needs to be fixed. But the only way that we can fix that is if we get more iron. Fuck me. Was that another electricity pylon? It ended up cutting off half the area. Yeah, whatever. Great. Yeah, the only way that we can fix that is by getting more iron. Like, really, it's wrong place. This is not where the door is. It's a pretty self-contained problem, unfortunately. What the fuck is going on here? You're still unloading? Oh, I guess it's just a really... There's just a lot of resources in there, I guess. Here's the last 2 wagons. Good stuff. We've got a lot of iron in here, but... I mean, this system isn't like, perfect, but kinda works. I mean, ideally, I'd like to replace this with filter inserters and you know, set up some network conditions. That would be really cool, actually, if we could get that set up. I'm gonna get some fast belt, because I think that we're gonna need fast belt to get more iron over there. Also, we could really do with, inserters? No, not these ones. Electronics assembly, no. Long-armed inserters, more inserters. More inserters unavailable. Inserters. Express inserters? Inserters that are faster than fast inserters? I would love faster than fast inserters. Titanium processing is not possible right now, but we can actually get fast inserters. Like, express inserters is totally possible. And that is express filter inserter. Yeah, we could actually get an express filter inserter. That would probably do a pretty damn good job of being like here, so to speak, like over here, like rather than just like outputting random resources, which I think is like the problem here. I mean, it's not the only problem, like, let's be honest. There's a lot of problems with this system, but one of the systems is that we just have only random resources coming out, whereas if we went, you know, purely to iron, then that might make a little bit of a difference, and we just store the rest of everything. I mean, I don't know, might not work, but it might work. Yeah, I mean, I like this system. I think it looks really cool, but at the same time, it does need to be phased out, unfortunately. Like, it was, you know, it was cool. It was cool for a little bit, but... now, now it needs to change. Iron ore. Yes, we'll get all the iron ore in there, all the galena, all that. Automatic. Perfect. Finally, we should have more trains finally coming through, which is good. Yeah, so at the moment, we're only going to be outputting iron from this chest. I can, you know, you can see exactly why we need more iron than anything else, but I don't like this system. Like, this system is good. Like, this is a nice system, and it looks really swanky. But at the same time, it's not doing what it's supposed to. Like, it's just storing all of the resources in the chest, which I knew would happen, right? This system is not supposed to work under the immense pressure that we need it to work under. And that's part of the problem, I think, right? Is that, you know, it's doing a great job of doing something which it's not meant to be doing. Does that make sense? I don't really know if that makes sense. I feel that it should. Alright, we need more of these splitters. We're going to need some more iron gears. I'm going to go and get some more iron gears just really quickly. So, you know, it was never really intended. It was supposed to be... That system was created so that we would always have something coming out, always having something to process, right? Like, that was the whole point of it. We were always going to have I'll just get some more iron quickly while I'm up here. We were always going to have, you know, just... There was always going to be something in the chest, and there was always going to be something that could be processed. There was always going to be something that we, you know, that was happening. And that works great, right? But when you're dealing with large amount of quantities, it's just not feasible to just store it all up. Like, we could have a pretty similar system, and we could run it all entirely through the sorting system, and there would be, like, no difference. Like, we could just, like, completely get rid of the big warehouse and just run everything through the sorting system, and that would be fine. Like, that, there would be functionally zero difference in what happened. But there would be more throughput, right? There would be way more. There would be way more. So we got a few more inserters. That's great. Let's give this a shot. Can we get one more? I'd love one more. In fact, maybe like a few more. Just so that we can, like, flesh this area out. I think this will work, right? Like... I mean, it looks like shit, doesn't it? But... it should mean that, like, if we do happen to make something like, I don't know, this, then it should just, like, automatically filter across all belts. Right? And then if we could get this to go underground, then that would be great. So I think that works, actually. I mean, not perfectly, but it at least means that we've got all of the belts working at pretty much maximum capacity. There we go. Yeah, so we should pretty much have all of the belts working. All of the belts should be taking a vast amount of resources, and this way, it you know, it's fine. There's a whole bunch of iron ore which we can actually put into the system manually. I will manually insert all of this iron. Fuck. Accidentally took it all out the chest. That's fine. Okay. This is good. This is good, I think. This is a better system. As I say, this is not a bad system. It's just not the right system for what we actually need. So I guess in that way it does make it a bad system. But this system that we currently have will work better. Like, it will work better. I still like the idea of a sorting system. Like, that's still really cool. I like it. But this is another problem, actually. This is another problem. So we're starting to see the limitation of the amount of resources that can actually be processed through this system. We've currently got too many belts coming into this. And that is a real issue. Because the ability to make another sorting system is not something that we can do. It's not something that we can do at all. Like, we would need space, we would need iron for days to make all of the filter inserters. We don't have that iron. Let me move this train just so that I can tell my story a little bit better. It's going to take a lot of effort if we wanted to do that, so there's going to need to be some creative solutions to making this sorting system work again, that's for sure. That is for damn certain. And I don't know how we're going to do it. I do not know how we're going to do it. But we'll have to figure that out in subsequent episodes. Ladies and gents, thank you very much for watching. My name, of course, has been Overpotato. This has been Factorio Undefeatable. And until next time, folks, bye.